I can dig it. What's up, Gary? Last. True, true. What's up, Makla? Are you done? One sec. Alright, let's put that over here. Okay. Anyways, I have to go repairing immediately, guys. So if you have any music, now is the time for it. Oh man, I am lagging. Do I have my render up? Could stand to be a little lower, yeah. What's up, Skygo? How you doing? Easy for 5. Alright. Start doing our tool repairing. What's up, Pixel? How you doing? Trying to play speed and struggling. I feel that. I feel that. Guys, we've only killed almost 300,000 Endermen. It's not even that many. Come on, guys. It certainly is a movie. That much is true. I mean, a sequel could be about anything, because the movie's called A Minecraft Movie, not The Minecraft Movie. Another Minecraft movie. And another Minecraft movie. Yet another Minecraft movie. Seriously, another Minecraft movie. Last Minecraft movie. Now that would be daring. Dare I say that they were crushing Loaf with how much they got. Jack Block. Yeah, I did not care for the kid in that movie at all. Dead chat. What's up, Camo? How you doing? Understandable. Don't worry, I am here to provide some block digging just as soon as I get this tool repairing done. But yeah, feel free to just chill out and enjoy the stream. I'll probably be streaming for a few hours today, guys. I do not work today. And then my final day of work at my previous job is on Tuesday. So that'll be interesting. Look, I'm not gonna say that, your name shouldn't have been reverted, but I've seen some pretty awful names that just are allowed. Yeah, I got myself a new job. Thank you, thank you. Unfortunately, I don't think my stream schedule is going to be any better because of it. The only thing that might change is that I might be able to do 2 earlier streams instead of 1. Because I'm going to be working 4 10s, most likely. So if I get stuck with that kind of schedule, then I can at least do that. Sure, you should have named yourself Lolly Terrorist instead, and then your name would have been completely allowed. Obviously. That's a true. That's a true. Yo. How you doing, Sarah? What is up? Don't mind me. I'm just destroying a bunch of Enderman's lives to repair my pickaxes. I'm good. I'm good. Just gonna enjoy my day off from work to do some digging just as soon as I get my tools fully repaired. Oh. You know, actually, you just reminded me, Camo. I have a... Because I have both a badge and a user title, I have this special privilege of just being able to lock a username forever if it's in my name history. So, for example, no one can take my old username of MomoHD, but I also could just take up any name I wanted if I wanted it to never be held by anyone ever again. I can't think of any good reason to ever do this, but now that they made name changes cheaper after a certain amount of time, it's kind of tempting. But I just can't think of a name I would want it. No, 15. 15. That is the username limit. Ouch. Maybe it's just the fact that, like, it's that word, but in pairing with Osu, that staff were like, nah, we don't like that. If it was like Minecraft terrorist or whatever, they probably wouldn't care nearly as much. Do they have any user activity? Because I think the more active the player, the more they care about that kind of thing, too. $11 solo playtime, yeah. See, that's why they don't care. But because you're actually an active player, they're like, we can't have people seeing this username consistently in the community. I don't doubt that this exists, but I literally can't think of one off the top of my head. Alright, I'm gonna have to look this up real quick. Okay, I'm not gonna say anything about that. The only thing I can say as any sort of devil's advocate argument is the fact that that is a very like old player, but I still don't know if that really justifies it in any way. That's insane. It's also like if they're not active anymore, it's also kind of like they really care more about this kind of thing with people who are like actually currently active. That's what it seems like. So if you just had that username on an account that laid low for long enough, they wouldn't care. It's frustrating and inconsistent, but I think that's what it seems like is happening. Also, it really was a different time back then. As bad as that sounds, I feel like that kind of behavior and username scheme was a lot more, like, just not accepted, but, like, just kind of expected. Like, people were like, oh yeah, you know, he just has a terrible username. Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. Like, obviously, it's still terrible. But I don't really know how else that has escaped the passage of time. I'm just trying to think of how that still exists. I personally don't condone it. I'm just trying to think of a logical reason that isn't like Pepe's racist or whatever. I mean, it's also possible Pepe actually isn't even aware that person exists. Because Pepe is pretty disconnected from who even exists in the community. Even among staff, I'm pretty sure. But I wouldn't know for certain. Anyways, I don't have much to say on that further. It's pretty bad. but OC staff is notoriously inconsistent on pretty much everything, so that's par for the course, unfortunately. There you go. Oh, man. Only thing I'm gonna add right now is I don't actually really know my schedule for my next job. Right now, what I'm looking at is like for sure I'm scheduled for this Wednesday and then this upcoming Sunday. So I'm probably gonna have like I think Friday I could actually do an earlier stream, which I normally never get the opportunity to do. So we could do that. Well, Friday and Saturday actually. But yeah. I really need to start making like a stream schedule, but I'll wait until I actually figure out my official schedule, because I think it will also change week by week, but I think the general idea is to have me work 4 10s, so at least 4 days of the week I would not be able to stream at this time, because I would be at work. Lines there. Yeah, I guess this is an Usu music stream again. Which makes sense. It's almost like all of us are Ursu players to some degree. Alright, I think from this moment, I'm just gonna coast off the XP just to see how much closer we get. Oh, man. So anyways, what's up, guys? Just sitting here waiting for my tools to be repaired. Yo, what is up? Sure, if you want to. Sure, if you can. Alright, good luck. Do it. Good question. 18. But in like the last 2 million blocks, I've only broken like 1 or 2, so I've been getting a lot better at not breaking them. Or at least since we made all those new picks, I've only broken 2. But yeah. I don't have 40. I don't think this is even going to be enough XP to fully repair the rest of the picks I have. Yeah, see, I'm already running out. Unfortunately, it takes around like 40 minutes to actually repair all these picks, but I've been getting quite a lot of digging time in between now. Not just because I have a lot of picks, but because I've been doing the collection and smelting of copper for XP. And so that's been delaying needing to have to do this. Unfortunately, getting copper does not actually stop me from coming here. It just delays it. Because I just don't get enough. Good question. I would have to check my VODs to actually see how long ago my last tool repairing was. I don't think it'd take me very long to find, but I kind of need to sit here and kill the Enderman for a few minutes before I can check. Finland. Oh, okay. I mean, if you go to my YouTube VODs, you could probably find either from the thumbnail or just a quick scan. Oh, it's more than 4,500 blocks. I have Unbreaking 3. You can literally just go to my VOD, see when was the last time I did Enderman repairing, and then just subtract the totals. That's how I would figure it out. I think that's the fastest way. Yeah. But yeah, like I said, because I also get XP while I'm digging from smelting copper, my actual amount of digging lasts longer than if I was just doing no tool repairing at all in between all of the Enderman sessions I have to do. Okay, so there you go. So what, like 450,000 blocks, something like that? Or actually, maybe 500K. I'm not sure what you mean exactly by 33 times. I've definitely been here more than 33 times, because you have to factor in that I didn't start doing the copper method until in the last million or two blocks. And I also, at one point, had less pickaxes than I have now. I've had to go mining for netherite pickaxes twice, I think, since I started. Like twice, or actually, I guess 3 times in total, but 2 times since I actually started the digging. But yeah. Now granted, the times that I did tool repairing before were also shorter because I had less pickaxes to deal with. But still. But I mean, at the very least, that probably means the next time I'll have to go tool repairing is what, like 13.5 million blocks? At least if it stays around the similar trend. So. And hey, if you want, you can keep track of the number of blocks mined right now, and then just see how many blocks mined I actually get through with my first pick to roughly see what an average could look like. Let's see. So I put that away. 4. Put that away. 5. Put that there. 6. 7. Put that on this side. Put my elytra back on. Put that over there. Pickaxes. I need to grab one more. Food there. Rockets there. I should top off my food and rockets. Okay. I'm gonna need to get more food and more firework rockets soon. Although for the fireworks, I just need to grab more sugarcane, but yeah. Oh yeah, and then let's do that. Put these away. I think that's all fine now. Dirt. I put one block there. Yeah, I really should put them in my spawn chunks. I have one that grows right outside of the edge, but it's not always going to be loaded. It's just I'm lazy. But yeah, I really should. Okay. Yeah, I really should move this underground, shouldn't I? You know what? I think maybe we need to spend a little bit of time doing some maintenance work. I think that might honestly just have to be what I do here. But I don't want to do this with all the XP in there. I'll do that later in the stream, so that way I can actually justify it. I also don't remember where I was last digging. Let me check. Okay, I think I was just digging on this side. Or wait, no, I flew the wrong way. This side. Why would they say that? You know what? Yeah, this sugarcane's fully grown. I should collect it. Let me see how many firework rockets I actually make from this. Okay, it's not fully grown, but it's close enough. Yeah, I might have a little more than 500 now, actually. I don't think any sugarcane fell. Probably not. Paper, rockets. Oh yeah, that makes a good amount of rockets. I'm not worried. Oh, wait. Okay. Yeah, I was digging over here. Yeah, let me check how many hours I have now. Time played 21.09 days. So what is that? 506 hours. Yeah. I forgot again. I need to actually put this stuff away. Okay. Back to work. Yeah. Well, yes, but not really. I'm not gonna dig any deep slate until I get the entire area to Y8 first. So you can see it, but we're not touching it for still a few million blocks. Don't be fooled. We're saving the good stuff for later. Nah, not really. But it will take a while. I think you are vastly overestimating how long this project takes. I'm expecting this project to take less time than OSU completion did for me. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, OSU completion took me over 4,000 hours, so... make rocketing across a little more worth my while. I mean, to me, anything that takes less time than Osu Completion did for me is an easier project. And just easy in general. Well, the entire area is 1,024 chunks, so it's 32 by 32 chunks, or 512 by 512 blocks. Yeah, feel free. I try my best to stream this, if not daily, then at least 6 times a week. Schedule's been a little more wonky last week because I'm in between switching to a new job, so, but yeah, otherwise I'll just be here. How much money did you destroy this time? Alright, I hope it is good. So there's a lot of copper in this area. I didn't want to comment, but I was gonna say, considering how much I've heard people spend on that kind of thing, 125 sounds like it would actually be really cheap for that. That's awesome. Again, I'm too much of a cheapskate to ever do something like that, but that's awesome. If you ever need background noise for the wedding, you can always pull up one of these VODs. Yeah, honestly, I think that's the way to do a real wedding these days. It's got to be low key, not spending $1 trillion on a party. I mean, honestly, that's the kind of wedding I would want. Just something that's like either like just the home or like a park or something. Just something like very casual. You're so true for that one, Muffin. What's up? That's nice camo. Hope that goes well. Alright, I don't really remember what we started at, but I think we dug like closer like 7,000 blocks. Wow, no way. The A Minecraft movie. 84.93. Oh, okay, so it's closer to like 8 to 9,000. That's what I assumed. The thought in my head was it was closer to 8,000 with Unbreaking 3. But you also, like, it is because I am picking up, like, XP from ores while I'm digging as well. And I did dig a few non-pickaxe blocks. But I think roughly 8,000 is what I've seen. So, anyways. Awful. I don't think you were even the only person in here that admitted they finally watched the Minecraft movie. Sorry, a Minecraft movie today. That's awesome. Yeah. There you go. I think it's closer to like 8,000 with no XP or anything gained. Or like switching tools at all. But yeah. Definitely a lot better than that 5,000 or 6,000 estimate. If it was only like 5 or 6,000, this would be a lot harder. $18? That's crazy. I think I spent like 10. I think I also went on like a discounted movie ticket day to be fair, but yeah, I think at most it was $10 when I went to watch it, like per ticket. Might have even been $9.50 actually. Crazy. I think we didn't even plan it for that to happen. We just happened to go on the day of the week that the movie theater near us does like discounted movie tickets. So it just lined up really well. No, watching it alone is like at least if you're going to a theater is not worth. All right, let's see this. Oh yeah. There you go. That's pretty good for 125. There you go. Very nice. Yes, we have been asked the question. Sorry, I mean a question. Sorry, the a question. No way, Jack Block is on this song. But yeah, that's very wholesome. That's awesome, Pixel. Diamonds. Yeah, this is Fortune 3. Cool. Oh dang. Oh dang. This is a big vein of diamonds. What the? How are you doing this? Yeah, with tools. How else, buddy? Apparently. Gulp. Mm. Part of me wanted to have a lazy day today, but the blocks were calling. Boy. Oh. Zombie villager. This is not possible with any tools. Just give me a couple thousand hours. It'll be possible. Trust. Trust the process. That command should work. That's weird. I think you're probably like 8th or 9th in the queue. There is definitely no pause command. But yeah, I don't know. I just got these tools by mining netherite in the nether and then getting diamonds, and then there you go. It's a very simplified version. The android is paranoid because it ate an apple. Think about this. Yeah, the bot did not understand what you were trying to say. We are certainly listening to things. Possibly even music. Here, I can try and see if something is wrong with the permissions real quick. Where is that command? I don't know. Try now. There you go. Okay, guys. I need to do some very quick maintenance of the area. So this is what I'm gonna do. I need to move this sugarcane farm and then my copper smelting down under. So that way it's not in the way when I'm, taking a look at it from above. It's actually hidden away. Okay, just if it comes up, remind me to skip it or something. I think remove only works if you do, like, if it's for the next song or something. What's that chunk error doing on the edge of your furnace array? True. Okay, let me deal with this real quick. Oh wait, there's not anything in here for me to grab unless I break the furnace. Will that work? Oh, okay, that works. Okay. There we go. But yeah, I need to move these away. I feel like I'm missing 2 hoppers. There we go. Okay, I do not need all the copper that's up here. Oh, I forgot. I forgot the important thing, the chest. Alright, let's see if I can get myself to land on these. There we go. Alright, whatever. I think I'm missing a chest. There it is. Alright, sounds good, Pixel. Thank you, thank you. Alright, so yeah, let's do back over here. Alright, and then we're just gonna dig a little hole in the ground. Maybe we'll actually even do it from like here, just so it's not immediately visible. And we'll just go to Y8. Wow, that is very lucky. Lucky amount of hours. Alright. I want to grab these. Yeah, let me just put down lava to get rid of some of this. Okay. So, I don't know exactly how I want to do this, but I'm just gonna dig, like, an area. I'll probably need to get torches. Actually, wait, I can just make torches. One sec. Genius. How is he so smart? Okay. Okay, I think, oh, what I'll need to do is make it go higher as well. Like, I'll need all of this to at least be 3 high. So, let's do that. Because I'm also going to be growing sugarcane down here as well. Oh, cave. Okay, let's not dig into that. Okay. And then what I'll want to do. Okay, let's set up the furnaces. So I'll do chests, kind of like that. Hoppers. And then furnaces. Okay, yeah, these will have to be a little taller. More furnaces. And then more chests. Okay. And there we go. These should run while I'm even away, so because they're in the same area, just underground this time. It will be a little more inconvenient to get to, but should be worth. And then yeah, let's fill these all up with some coal, some fuel. And then we could start the smelting. Where? Oh, I'm standing on it. Duh. Okay. There we go. And then... Yep, okay. It's all working. Put that back. This... definitely want crafting tables down here. I'll just put down multiple since I have plenty to go around. Actually, let's just make this even easier. Just put a bunch of crafting tables. There we go. And then next thing I need to do is set up just a little thing for making sugarcane exist. So oh. Okay, sugar cane. I don't have a second water source, so here's a funny idea. Let's look through this cave to find water, if we can. Of course, I find lava. Oh man. Okay. Okay, I don't see any water. Oh wait, opening? Okay, I have an idea. And I left my ender chest down there or somewhere. Okay. I'll just have to do this. Where I sacrifice my lava. Where do I want to place this lava? Let's put it down here just as a little Easter egg. There we go. If we ever come back to mine that for some reason, that'll be fun to find. Doot. He's so good. Where did I do this? I did this like right here. Right? I already forgot where I dug. That's incredible. It's got to be right here. Oh yeah, there it is. I just missed it by like a block or two. Oh, no, no, no. You are not getting in here. Cake. Yeah, I don't actually remember how to make the most efficient sugarcane setup. There's a method to it, but I don't remember. It doesn't really matter though. Honestly, it would legit just not. It would be faster for me to just do the line method. If I'm not gonna remember how to do the efficiency method. Well, guess what I don't do, Maklo? I don't use this. Also, I don't really need that much sugarcane anyways, so that's also why I don't care. Alright, there we go. Hopefully this works. I think the only thing I can optimize is maybe somehow adding more lighting, but... Okay. And then... get rid of these random blocks. Okay. I mean, how much damage do I even take if I fall on here? Yeah, that's nothing. Wait. I don't even remember where I was actually digging anymore. I want to say it was over this way. Because it would make sense if I did. Oh man, there's a lot of mobs. Yeah, just a few creepers. Alright, I'm gonna have to check from up here, because I literally don't remember where I was. Okay, like, this is too... Okay, I think I was just at this corner. I mean, if not, then we'll find out. But... anyways, I guess we'll also find out if what I just did actually works. I really hope it does, because it is in spawn chunks. So theoretically, it should be loaded. I mean, worst case, we'll just start slowly making our ways towards the center, and then it'll start working. But it should be fine. Just to make sure, yeah. Okay, good. It's a lot of lapis over here. I hear lava. I don't see lava. I don't understand why the bot doesn't want to work. Alright, one sec. I might have to just do this. Oh yeah. Okay, that's probably why, but I don't understand why it's doing that. It should work now. There we go. I think all the commands should work properly now. Incredible. This is a good song. I like this. I think this type of song definitely fits the vibe I'm feeling when I'm digging a lot more than other types of songs. John Chunk Miner, the first person who ever mined a chunk. Ooh, interesting air pocket. I have an idea. What if instead of only doing one method or the other, I do a combination of both? So instead of just rings or just Y level, we can do a little bit of both. Because I do feel like I want to also make more progress on Y level. So how about we do that? Yeah. I mean, I do think the rings are like just varied enough on their own, but it does feel nice to also make Y level progress as well. And Y level progress is a lot easier to notice than making the rings smaller and smaller. Oh, this is an interesting thing. Oh, but you know what? I actually do need lava again, so it's not a bad thing at all. Needed to replace my old lava source, so which one? I think I put wood in here. Yeah. Let me do that. I don't know, torch I'll just randomly place down here. Oh, guys, it's fake deep slate. It's cobblestone. I'm actually not sure if you mine cobblestone faster than deep slate. It's pretty similar, though. I did pick up everything, yeah? Okay. I should make my... Oh, wait, no, I didn't. I left something. I don't know what it was. Or maybe I just have an extra thing. Oh, maybe I just normally keep the lava there. Or no, it was the wood. Oh, the crafting tables. That's what I was missing. Man, my inventory is weird. I need to make my inventory more consistent. Oh, skip this? Okay. Okay. Yeah, I need to make my inventory more consistent. What can I do? Maybe I should put like that stuff there. Maybe move picks over and then do that. And I should have these all lined up like that. Anyways. This song's a banger. I just need to make sure I don't lose focus of how I dig when I do this method. The biggest problem with doing this is terrain. I'll deal with the wood later. I think I did a 12-hour session one time. But that was a while ago, like last year. I don't really do sessions that long anymore. Apple. Digging. What's up, Air? It's been good. I did tool repairing at the start of the stream, so we won't have to be doing that again for quite a while. Yeah, but at least these days, I get around like 400 to 500,000 blocks of digging before I have to go to the Enderman farm, because I've been doing the copper smelting as I go. And also I just have more picks than I have had at other points of the digging. And hey, now that I've started collecting more diamonds, I could theoretically make even more pickaxes. Yeah, it's really not. Alright, let's start dealing with this now. Not gonna lie, if this song didn't have, like, vocals, I would have thought this was an Earthbound song. Where was I digging? Honestly, at first, I was gonna say, is this an Earthbound song? But then vocals kicked in. I'm like, oh, okay. I guess not. It's definitely in the same silly frequency. Oh my god, I got Kevin jump scared. All hail Kevin. How do I feel about Alter? Are you talking about like that one song that's loved on OC? John, copyright free. The song I don't care for it. But that's also probably because of the heavy Osu association with it. I don't know, some songs are either enhanced or fine with the Osu association. I feel like that song isn't. And also, I feel like that style of song is not really my cup of tea anyways. I don't even know why I say cup of tea. I don't drink tea. I should say cup of coffee. I don't know, for some reason I just never enjoyed tea. Like the only form of tea I'll tolerate is like iced tea, but then at that point that's just like a sugary dessert drink. It's not actually really tea. And then also at that point I'd rather have a different sugary beverage. You know, just something like sugar-free soda or something like that, or a smoothie of some kind. Okay, I mean, to be fair, in the language I grew up with around my family, chai literally is tea. So it sometimes is hard for my brain to be like, oh, that's not tea. I don't know. I can't do like for coffee, for example, I can't just drink black coffee. I try. It's not that I don't like it, but it's just a little bit better with just like a hint of sweet. Not a lot. I actually don't put any sugar. I use like a creamer and that's it. Oh, honey is good, yeah. I try to avoid sugar though, or like literally adding sugar to my drinks. How is the digging digging? The digging is going digging, believe it or not. Yeah. You know it's a little treat that I've made for myself that I actually found out to be like really good. I've been doing this so I have whole milk yogurt and I add peanut butter and just a tiny touch of raspberry jam to it, and you mix it all together in a bowl. And it literally tastes like you're eating just like the inside of a peanut butter jelly sandwich. It's really bizarre, but it's also really tasty. And like you don't really taste much of the tanginess from the yogurt. You get just a hint of it. But I kind of like that, so yeah. It's good, especially as like because the peanut butter jelly sandwich would be a little too high calorie for me, so using yogurt as the medium is better for me. Salty caramel, overcooked and went bitter. Okay, that's interesting. I don't know. I like peanut butter. It's not like literally my favorite flavor, but it's a really good. I feel like peanut butter is a good like complement flavor rather than just peanut butter on its own. For me, at least. What's up, Nyanyara? How you doing? Fish molly. Doing very good, you think? All right. That is good. Very good, even. Let me drink some water real fast. How's the... Oh, you know. It's going. It is going. No, because hatchets don't exist in this game. However, I do have an axe. I'm just not mining them yet. Oh hey, speaking of OC music, diamond. Yeah, there's actually nothing else in the queue right now, so feel free. I think that is definitely what you requested. That is absolutely what you requested. I don't know if that song's even on Spotify. Maybe it is. Yeah. Also, I think you tried the command at the same time, Hex, and it didn't go through. There you go, yeah. Silly cooldown. Unfortunately, if you don't use links, you're kind of gambling with whether the bot actually will recognize your request or not. One out of 1 million song gambles actually turn out to be a good song. You never know. Uh-oh. Complete version. Wow. Well, it depends. Do you just want to dig, or do you want to dig a little more efficiently? Because, I mean, for me, I did have to spend a lot of time in my world not digging to actually get to the digging. But it's been worth it, so... You gotta find what balance you want to strike. Hmm. Honestly, I should just mine all of the wood that I see. Not leave any behind. Alright, I'll leave the chests alone for now, though, until I actually reach the Y level for them. No spoiling of the loot boxes. Alright, there we go. May reposition my mouse here. Yeah, but you know, it's nice to have non-instamine blocks to break up the instamine monotony. It's a weird thing to think about, but it also applies at Deep Slate. Like, as much as I love Deep Slate, it does feel nice when you find instamine blocks to break up the monotony, and it goes both ways, in my opinion. You gotta have blocks that slow you down just a little bit, just to make it feel more interesting, you know? I actually have no idea. I still haven't fully decided on how I want to do Deep Slate. I'm still debating if I'm gonna do it in the ring system that I'm doing, or if I'm going to do chunk by chunk, perhaps, or if I'm gonna do something else entirely. I'm leaning a little bit more towards chunk by chunk. But I guess within that, I could see if I want to do 1 by 2 or 1 by 1. Did I say the same thing twice? 1 by 2 or 1 by 1. Whichever one would work. Probably 1 by 1. I think that's what I used to do. We'll see, though. We'll see. I'm not fully committed to any idea yet. We still have a few million blocks to decide. Oh boy. Oh, there's an interesting little cave down here. Cool. It's not look too much into it though. Sorry, one sec. Messages. If you rid the walls of a cave, where does it go? In my belly, probably. Okay, yeah, that's still working. Okay. Nice. I cannot care about the Osu daily challenges. Okay, here, I'll just build like a little path here. Make it just a touch easier to deal with. What do you mean? Or wait, is that how you're describing the daily challenges? I mean, I liked it until they forced hidden, so I stopped playing them and never played again. Yeah, forced mods definitely ruins it. But honestly, I probably would have gotten bored of it eventually anyways. It's kind of whatever. Oh hey, it's the Cranky song. This is the real Cranky. Okay. Actually, you know what? Let's listen to it. Whatever. Oh. Did not mean to throw my pick. Incredible. I mean, I guess the question is, what do you think should be added to Osu to, like, keep engagement, I guess, that isn't daily challenges? Unless you just think Osu doesn't need that kind of thing, which is a fair opinion. Good maps, that's... See, you're going too far with that. Remove PP. Very realistic. This will definitely happen. Having good maps and removing PP definitely would make the game better. But I also don't think it will happen. The best we can do is AI slop for maps. And then making PP favored one skill set every few months to a year at a time. Just as long as it's never, like, reading or precision. Those aren't allowed to be worth anything. Good maps is the thing that happens. They just have 3K play count. You're not wrong. I do see some good maps here and there, but play counts for maps have nosedived in the last few years. Especially this year. I mean, I saw a post on Reddit recently about user signups for Osu, like, every year. And, like, it's not looking very good for Osu, especially this year. But of course, I mean, at some point, you can't have infinite growth with signups. It's about keeping the community alive despite signups slowing down, you know? No, yeah. I understand that. Don't worry. What matters most is actually keeping the community active. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I'm not going to comment much on that, but yeah. Yo, Dekisu, how you doing? That is a good question. Is that something they even track? Or, like, is there a way to figure that out? Because that would be very useful. I also wonder what percentage of new players are playing on Laser versus Stable. Because obviously older players will skew towards Stable, but I think a lot of, like, very, like, brand new players might actually be more like 50-50, if not skew Laser. Did 7 hours of walking and got sunburned. Why were you walking for so long? Were you at that sign that said like 10 kilometers for water, 30 kilometers for the Kush Van Men stream? And you were walking towards Kush stream? You don't know any new player that plays stable? And see, that's what I mean. Like, I think, like, whether you like it or not, new players are laser players. At least, like, on average, it seems. That's the sentiment I've been hearing around. Name one new player. The Kush Van Men. Also, I think it'd be kind of hard to name new players because they're not going to have the same recognition and or not be very good at the game. Torian would crush the competition. It wouldn't even be a challenge. I don't know, maybe I don't know how to word this exactly, but I feel like because I've done everything I pretty much wanted to do in Osu, I don't feel as inclined to care as much as I used to about the longevity or like just being involved in the community to the same degree that I used to be. I don't feel as attached as I used to be. Oh, easily he could. Oh. So easier to chase the rabbit than run away from it. Hmm. Yeah. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think Osu community is dying? Can it be saved? Is it just fine where it is? How are we feeling? I feel like it would just be easier to ask than guess. As long as you have the editor, you don't really care. Okay. This community is bad and is never gonna get better. Alright. If it won't drop by 99.99%, then you consider okay. Okay. So as long as the game's not literally dead, it's fine. As long as Doomsday is still playing in 10 years, we're good. That's the litmus test. As soon as Doomsday stops playing, then Osu is a dead game, officially. I could subscribe to this theory. Interesting. You will have to keep me posted on that if you make progress on it. The day Andrea stops mapping. I wonder which one would happen first. What happens first? Osu dies or Laser finishes? That is an excellent question. I feel like Laser gets to the point where it becomes the main client first. But that could be the thing that either causes a revival or a more complete death, depending on how that is taken. I see. Is there anything... I guess the question I have for you is... What are you looking for in your version that current Osu doesn't have? Like, is there anything to do with gameplay or features, or is it more just you want your own community kind of thing? Or both? I don't really know. Osu Laser 2. Oh man. Now that's an idea. The goal is what's getting these finishing all them. Yeah, but they just aren't focused on that. I don't know what they're doing. I haven't seen an update to try and address those issues in months. Maybe I'm naive, but there's no way that it takes literal months to decide on score multipliers and apply them. You want the mapper to be able to choose where the center of spinners are on the playfield. That is a ridiculous idea. I'm intrigued. Double tap notes, better HP system, Turna style act, rate changes. Okay. When he starts playing through a collection instead of making one, oh no. That's that is when you start ringing the alarms of World War III. He's got something in those collections that I'm terrified of. Oh yeah, Bonk does some weird stuff during section breaks. Alright. Have a good night. Thank you for stopping by, Nyanero. Alright. You're going as well, Makla. Have a good night. It is getting late for the Europeans. You know what's the best part, Camo? I think Peppy said recently when someone was like, so when's ranked rate changes gonna be ranked? Like, when is it actually happening? And they're just like, we actually don't have any plans for this to be ranked that close in the future. Or something ridiculous like that. So, like, I don't know what's going on anymore. Elections. Oh, slimes. You thought you saw something say it was gonna happen before next rework, and next rework is confirmed. I don't know, man. It could either be literally next update or it could be never. They give very mixed signals all the time. And I think part of that has to be a communication issue. Like, Peppy is just not aware of what people are actually working on. Or something. Or maybe they're finally making it a priority. But I don't know, man. At this point, I literally don't care. The only thing I do on OC these days is fixing old scores. I've been having fun with that. I don't know. I feel like they've done a very good job of killing a lot of the goodwill from the very dedicated community members. So, it's whatever. Oh yeah, for sure. I still feel very bitter about how they've handled scoring in lasers, in specific to instead of making laser scores the ones that are marked as like new scores, they labeled all of the like 16, 17 years of old scores as quote unquote classic scores that give less score than laser scores. I still think that is the one of the most idiotic decisions they've ever made. Like, it literally doesn't make any practical sense, let alone real sense. Like, Classic should have just been a mod, if anything. Or, like, Slider Act, rather, should have just been a mapper toggle. Not a, force upon everything kind of deal. Well, what do I know? I'm just a player. I don't know anything. I'm not a dev. I'm not important in any way. So my opinion doesn't matter. And that's how I kind of feel about it too. Honestly, Slider Act's kind of whatever. You get used to it once you play with it enough. But it's the audacity to mark all old scores as scores that should be worth less score is frankly insane. Of all the grand plans of the devs to make the game modern or whatever, would be great if it didn't take 5 years for them to actually implement anything. Yeah. I mean, frankly, here's maybe my more controversial take slash idea. If you truly want Laser to be the client people play on, you should just like disable features on stable and make them Laser only. At least if you want to be like actually aggressive about it. Because the way they've done it is very half measure, pleases nobody kind of thing. Like, scoring in Laser is completely broken, but then scoring for classic scores is also broken now because of Laser. So that makes nobody in the score community happy. I wish instead they would just disable score submission either on Laser until it becomes the main client, or on stable and force people to want to be able to submit scores on Laser. You kind of have to rip off the band-aid at some point, don't you? Like, I get wanting to have both clients because people want stable. Like, I love stable. But, like, I don't really... Like, the way they've done this has made me very upset. I feel like a lot of people would, and I think they're scared of that. Yeah. So instead, they've taken the measures that specifically make the most dedicated people the most annoyed, instead of possibly angering a larger amount of people. So, like, yeah, you'll keep a bunch of players, but they're not the players that are actually dedicated to your game. So I don't see how that's really justified. But it's whatever. It's whatever. My opinion doesn't matter, again. That's the vibe I've always gotten from my time in the OC community. My opinion does not matter. Oh, never mind. Yeah. I mean, honestly, still surprised they even cared about my accomplishments in OSU at all. If for no other reason than a bunch of people basically spammed them to acknowledge it. Banger alert. If Wimpin doesn't get anything, like, okay, OC 420, I sort of understand why nothing happened, but if Wimpin doesn't get a completion badge, completion is dead. Like, no one should be going for completion unless they just like it, you know? There is literally zero reward for it anymore. I never did completion in the expectation that I would get a reward, but the expectation has been set since I completed OSU. You know what I mean? Like, because both myself and Pretzel got badges and titles, like, there's now an expectation that you should receive at least a badge for it, or some kind of acknowledgement. Yeah. But it's new that they're now doing it to even the standard completionists. That's like next level just not caring. Yeah. Oh man, you would make so many metal farmers upset if you made completion a medal. Oh, it'd be hilarious. But we're already making the most dedicated people mad enough. We don't need to do that to even more of the most dedicated. Because otherwise, if you make enough of the most dedicated players angry, Osu's gonna have the lost dedicated problem. There'll be no one dedicated anymore. Sorry guys, was that too much of a stretch? I tried really hard with that one. Sorry. They already made a medal for dropping a 30-day streak like 4 months after releasing Daily Challenge. People hated that. Yeah, but 30 days of playing a single map is not as bad as playing 6,000 hours worth of content by the time anyone else reaches completion. Actually, no, it's going to be more than that. Oh, wait, I didn't understand. Wait, so it's losing the streak that gives you the medal. Wait, that's insane. That doesn't make any sense. Why would you incentivize people to not play? I guess there is also a medal for touching grass or whatever, but still. Wait, then that's just redundant also. There's literally 2 medals for not playing the game, basically. That feels very weird to incentivize. Yeah, no, that is stupid. Oh man, you know what? Dead game, dead chat, dead developers. I don't care anymore. I'll still play my silly little old maps, and that's about it. I've done everything I wanted to do in that game. I don't need to care anymore. Oh yeah, we're chilling. I mean, this game's got its own problems, but it's kind of whatever. One of the good things is the old stuff never goes away. Well, that's until the Yosu servers go down. So you better at least have them saved locally or something. Okay, wait, guys. I just created a horrifying thought in my brain. It is now like 10, 15 years from now, and Peppy, because the player base has dwindled, is struggling with server costs. And one of the most effective ways of keeping the servers up is by deleting all the old maps, including ranked maps. Shivering idea. Okay, unironically though, I could see that happening with graveyard maps. Like anything that's been in the graveyard for a really long time with no activity, I would absolutely see Peppy being willing to delete stuff like that. I mean, it's already happened in the past. A lot of maps before 2010 in the graveyard are not downloadable anymore. Because Peppy already literally did that once in OC's history. So it wouldn't even be unprecedented, by the way. Also, yeah, DMCA is very much still a real threat. I think that's why they've been focused so hard on featured artists. Even though, like, featured artist maps still make up a pretty small percentage of the OC library. And probably always will, unless they force only featured artists to be mapped. Yeah. Tag 30. Does this mean you will soon be able to get... Yes, time for more digging now. More mining. It didn't even take you that long, so there you go. A small sacrifice for more mining is well worth it. Also, we're getting relatively close to finishing this, these two layers. It looks like by today we will have everything down to Y30, which is gonna be nice. You know what? I think I just came up with a decent strategy. Maybe on my short stream days, I'll focus on the ring methods, and then on my longer days, I can focus on Y level change. At least until we get to Y8, of course. Maybe that can work a little better. I don't know. Just a thought. But I also could just keep doing like a mixed variety. Just whatever my brain wants to do at the moment. Might be best. I don't know. As long as digging gets done, it doesn't really matter, does it? Okay, yeah, we are getting close to finishing this double layer up. What is this? Why are we listening to this? Oh yeah, this works. Okay, I really don't want to listen to this anymore. Sorry. What am I? Oh yeah, this one. There we go. This pickaxe, huge upgrade. Nice. There you go. See, it's worth. Oh. Hold on, there's a... You know what? You just remind me, I have a lava source over here. Okay, nice. Where would be a good place to put this? I feel like this corner would be good. Just have a nice little lava pool to throw stuff in. Namely copper. Okay. Maybe a good test, or actually, since I'm in the area, if I just leave them on the ground there, they'll disappear. Where was I digging at exactly? I don't know. Doesn't really matter. Anyways. Also, I kind of was not focused on that song, but nice song. Still can't believe MJ really ripped off this song. Why would he do that, man? Like, it was just such a clear, blatant ripoff, too. Okay, that's the second time I've seen that song be requested so far. Hey, there you go. Just 3 weeks left. You got this, Skego. Yeah. Sure, this song reminds me I want to eat food, but I got some digging to do, so maybe later. Oh, this song. What a beautiful song. Lyrical masterpiece. You were sick this week and took 2 days off. Apparently, one of the days, an eighth grader punched a female security guard in the face. Awesome. So epic. Oh, I should get rid of these pathways. Very normal. Definitely not concerning. Not concerning at all. Thank you for that 1 minute interlude. Alright, looks like we're about to finish up this in like the next 10 minutes, probably. These 2 layers, I mean. Wish I had another lava bucket. That'd be very useful. There we go. Alright, there we go, guys. Everything is now mined all the way to Y30. Awesome. You know what I need to do here? I need to make this more obvious. Maybe I surround it in coal blocks, just so it's easier to see. There we go. Let's go take a look. Oh yeah, that's starting to look pretty flat. Very nice. Okay. My computer does not want to deal with that further. Yeah. Oh man. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Anyways, I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm feeling a little tired. I wanted to do a little bit longer today, but I don't know. I don't want to burn out, so maybe I could do a 2 or 3 hour stream tomorrow as well. I don't work tomorrow as well, but yeah. And not to mention hungry too. I'm hungry, but yeah. Anyways, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one. Good night.